Now, fortunately, on November 10th, I was able to go to a double feature screening of Black Panther, followed by Wakanda Forever. I spent 6 hours in a movie theater, but I wanted to see Black Panther again because I really wanted to really be connected to the story of the last movie to see how he did this. Now, like I said, I'm not doing spoilers. This movie is about loss, about how the nation of Wakanda loses their leader and how they have to go on. In our lives, and when I say this, in our lives, since 2020, all of us have known someone who died. Now, it used to be before 2020, if somebody died, it was like, you might hear about somebody who died and then a year later somebody else died or something like that. But we've all, you, me, the whole world has experienced death firsthand in ways that we had never experienced death before. And even post-pandemic, with the insanity that's going on now in the streets, all over the world, New York, DC, Philly, LA, London, everything is gone crazy. So it's the whole sanctity of what is life is being thrown out of the window. But we've all experienced loss. We do not process grief well, so we can move on with our lives. So now we're going to a movie, and the movie is about loss. Loss. How does it affect many of us who haven't come to terms with the death of loved ones and friends in our lives? Yeah, it's a superhero movie, but see, I was a comic book kid. The thing that I loved about comic books is this, which people are now sort of experiencing in comic book movies. Comic books can tell a tale and a story. Comic books are actually good in helping you process kind of things. So this story in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, what I'm wondering is how it will affect people on a healing level. Yeah, I know it's a movie. Yeah, I know that all of that crap ain't real. I get it. But the experiences of the actors in the movie was real. In all the interviews that I've heard, all of the actors said the same thing. How losing Chadwick affected them. Now, they were just talking about Chadwick, but I'm sure, just like I said, you and me, they lost more people in their lives within the last 2.5 years than just Chadwick. But on that set, they had to persevere through that. They even had grief counselors on the set. So this was real. They even, before they started the movie, the cast, including the new cast, went to Chadwick's grave in South Carolina. And they had a memorial service and fellowship, and they all told stories about Chadwick, and so they could work their way through the grieving process. And all of the actors said that there were some days that they could get through it, but other days that they needed somebody to hold their hand. All of the actors, including Ryan. So beyond being a superhero movie, I'm wondering how Black Panther, Wakanda Forever will affect all of us, because all of us are still suffering in some ways, some kinds of grief, some kinds of pain, some kinds of loss. I'm not going to tell you my lost stories, because my lost stories ain't nothing maybe compared to your lost stories. But I'm just saying, we're at a point now that all of us, me, you, the whole planet, needs to heal, to find ways to heal. And sometimes movies give us the opportunity to see fictional characters going through that, and that can help us through our day. When you're living with pain, You can't move on. And in Wakanda forever, the people of Wakanda had to get through their pain to live on and survive after their king was gone. And that's a lesson for all of us. No matter what we all have been through, we have to get through our pain and live on to write new chapters of our lives. Maybe some of us need to have a mental health professional to work us through that. Maybe some of us need to get deeper in their spiritual end of their life. Maybe some of us need to meditate more. But I know all of us, me, you, and everybody else, needs to try to develop less stress in our lives, because what's killing us is the stress. We are stressed out about everything. And when you're stressed out, it's like a little bullet killing you slowly, 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 and surely. So, yeah, I said I was going to talk about Black Panther Wakanda forever. But what I'm really talking about is me and you, and perhaps when you see the movie, you'll get something out of it that will be healing for you. Because, if you ain't healed and I ain't healed, then the world ain't going to be healed. It was moving to me in more levels than a movie. And the brilliance that I really enjoyed was that Chadwick Boseman's memory was honored by his whole cast, raising up their game to make sure they could deliver a sequel to Black Panther without their king. But the other thing is Ryan Coogler. When they do the Pantheon of great directors, 100 years from now, his name is going to be on the list. That brother from Oakland, I don't see how he was able to get out of the creative hole that he was in, where your leading man has died and you have to create an epic movie. And like I said, that, my friends, is the miracle of Wakanda. This is Jordan Brown.